The Republican Party of Texas is facing tough criticism after a controversial decision by its executive committee. Last weekend, they considered a measure that would have barred the party from associating with known Nazi sympathizers. It comes after reports exposed that a prominent Texas conservative activist met with white supremacist Nick Fuentes. But the executive committee voted against the measure. Monica Madden looks closer at the fallout from that vote.
In a narrow 32-29 vote,
we're going to take a record vote on the amendment.
The executive committee of the Texas GOP voted against a measure calling for, quote, no association whatsoever with anyone known to espouse anti-Semitism, pro-Nazi sympathies, or Holocaust denial.
How do we determine if an organization or an individual is anti-Semitic?
During the meeting, members wrestled with definitions of Nazi and anti-Semite.
People don't even know what the definition of being an anti-Semite or being a Nazi or being a white supremacist may be.
What an anti-Semite is? I'm sorry, if you don't know what that word means, you are not worthy of the position that you hold.
Top Republican legislative leaders, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick and House Speaker Dade Phelan, condemned the vote online. Party Chairman Matt Rinaldi punched back on social media, writing, "No one who has observed reality in this country believes the GOP is a material source of anti-Semitism." Meanwhile, the head of the Democratic State Party called the GOP reckless.
As long as they continue to have this right-wing base that they have today, you're going to continue to see the elected leaders of this state essentially parrot what their base wants them to do.
After its party passed a resolution calling for a ceasefire and the release of all hostages in the ongoing conflict. Monica Madden, State of Texas.
Texas Republican Party leaders pointed to resolutions the committee did approve, which they say affirmed unwavering support for Israel and denounced all forms of anti-Semitism. You heard Monica say that Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick condemned the executive committee's vote. Earlier this fall, Patrick faced criticism for a $3 million donation and loan he received from the Defend Texas Liberty PAC. After the Texas Tribune revealed that leaders of that conservative PAC met with Nick Fuentes, Patrick announced his campaign would buy $3 million worth of Israeli bonds. He also issued a news release saying he learned there are other so-called Republicans who share these hateful beliefs and are trying to spread their anti-Semitic views within the GOP. Patrick also said every Republican group in the state, no matter how small or how large, including our state party, needs to root out this cancer, adding, those who are anti-Semitic are not welcome in our party.
We've been talking about immigration and border security for the entire time I've been in the Senate, and that's all that's happened is talk, no action.
The battle over border security fuels a stalemate on Capitol Hill. We go one-on-one with the state's senior senator on the fight to change policy for asylum seekers. A Texas judge makes history, how she's breaking barriers and earning a spot on a prestigious federal court.